Welcome to Somalia's premier #1 station for news and updates, Dalsan TV. I'm your presenter, Abdurrahman Yusuf. Tonight, we have a lot in store for you, but kindly first have a look at some of our top stories. Somali Prime Minister bids farewell to outgoing United Nations Deputy Special Representative Envoy. Puntland State election stalemate resolved. Somali Defense Minister arrives in Ethiopia to enhance cooperation on security, defense and terrorism. President Mahmoud laud Puntland election resolution, praises Saeed Deniz and elders. Glad to have you back. Now let's delve into our full bulletin. Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre bid farewell to the outgoing United Nations Deputy Special Representative, Secretary General Ms. Anita Kibe-Geho, at the office in the capital Mogadishu on Wednesday. During the farewell meeting, Prime Minister Barre expressed appreciation and his gratitude to Mrs. Gebo for her remarkable leadership role, significant efforts towards bolstering cooperation between the United Nations and the Somali federal government and the state-building process during her tenure.
Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre bade farewell to the outgoing UN Deputy UN Special Representative of the Secretary General, Ms. Anita Kiki, at his office in the capital city of Mogadishu on Wednesday. During the farewell meeting, Mr. Barre expressed his appreciation and gratitude to Ms. Kiki for her remarkable leadership role and significant efforts towards bolstering cooperation between the UN and the Somali federal government and the state-building process during her tenure. He wished the outgoing envoy success in her future endeavors. On her part, Ms. Kiki thanked the Somali government and its citizens for her unwavering cooperation and warm hospitality accorded to her during her tenure in Somalia. The UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres appointed Anita Kiki, the Ghanaian national, as his new Deputy Special Representative for the United Nations Assistance Mission in Somalia, UNSOM, on December 20th. Ms. Kiki, a long-serving United Nations staff member, succeeded Rezidon Zenenga of Zimbabwe, who was appointed Assistant Secretary General and Mission Coordinator of the United Nations Support Mission in Libya.
Puntland State President Abdullahi Deni backed down from his push for one person, one vote election, signaling a sigh of relief in the rather easterly state. For the several months, tensions erupted into the full-fledged fighting into the middle of the year, killing over 30 people. Puntland State President Saeed Abdullahi Deni declared on Saturday his firm commitment to conducting a popular vote, despite facing significant opposition from key political stakeholders within the semi-autonomous region of Puntland. President Deni convened a meeting with leaders from various political parties to discuss the implementation of a peaceful one-man, one-vote election, emphasizing his determination to pursue a democratic electoral process. Politicians who opposed his plans opted not to attend the meeting, reflecting the contentious nature of the issue at hand. The crux of the disagreement lies in the different perspectives on the different electoral model for Puntland. While some advocate for maintaining the traditional regional electoral framework, which involve clan leaders selecting members of parliament who in turn will elect the president, President Deni firmly advocates for universal suffrage. He believes that allowing the broader population to directly participate in the electoral process is essential for fostering a more inclusive and representative government. The Minister of Defense of the Federal Government of Somalia, Abdul Qadir Mohammed Noor Jama, a high-level delegation arrived in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia on Wednesday. The minister and his entourage were warmly received in the airport by Ethiopia's senior government officials and officials from the Somali embassy in Ethiopia.
The Minister of Defense of the Federal Government of Somalia, Abdul Qadir Mohammed Noor Jama, and a high-level delegation arrived in Ethiopia on Wednesday. The minister and his delegation were warmly received at the airport by Ethiopia's senior government officials and officials from the Somali embassy in Ethiopia. During his visit, Mr. Noor is expected to engage in talks with Ethiopia's counterpart, Dr. Abraham Belai, who extended an invitation to him and other senior government officials from the neighboring country. They are scheduled to discuss the bolstering of the ongoing Al-Shabaab operation security and defense and other critical agendas pertinent to both nations. Ethiopia and Somalia have maintained good working diplomatic and bilateral relations since 2017, when former President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo signed agreements to strengthen cooperation between the two countries in different fields. Ethiopia, which is a contributing member of the African Union Transition Mission in Somalia, ATMIS, is expected to join efforts by the Somali government to eradicate the Al-Shabaab militant group from the remaining towns in the second phase of the military offensive.
Somalia President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud welcomed the efforts of the Puntland traditional elders to resolve a dispute involving the current regional leaders and opposition members. In addition, President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud applauded the decision taken by Puntland State President Abdullahi Deni, which should ease election uncertainty. Somalia President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud welcomed the efforts of Puntland traditional elders to resolve a dispute involving current regional leaders and opposition members. In addition, President Mohamud applauded the decision by the Puntland State President Said Abdullahi Deni, which should ease election uncertainty. A proposal advocated by the opposition in recent weeks was Deni's announcement last night that the regional state will return to indirect elections. President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud stated that Puntland and Somalia's overall political growth are improved by President Deni's choices and elders' participation. The President of the federal government urged all parties participating in the Puntland election process to continue conversations, break the impasse, compromise and keep Puntland peaceful. President Deni emphasizes difficulty in suspending the one-person, one-vote process during a Wednesday night ceremony at the regional presidential palace in Garowe. However, given the circumstances, he returned to the indirect election procedure in which clan chiefs select regional parliament members. President Deni's decision coincides with the SEC Khartoum traditional committees. Lovely viewers, that's all we are prepared for you tonight from our desk in Mogadishu. I wish to thank the team that made this news bulletin a success, starting from our able cameraman, Mr. Abdi Fatah, and the whole team that made this news bulletin a success. And you are lovely viewer, wherever you're watching us from, have yourself a lovely night. Be blessed and kindly stay put for more stories in our subsequent bulletins.